Well, good morning, everybody.
Hello.
Well, or should I say good afternoon. Welcome back to Drifting Dreamers 5. Today we're working on a little bit of winterization before we make our trip to Florida to see our family for Thanksgiving.
We don't want to come back and be freezing.
Right. It already has dipped into the 20s a couple of times this last couple of weeks, to the 30s, and our feet are feeling it.
Yeah.
So, as you've seen in a couple of videos ago, we have purchased some foam board, and this is 1-inch foam board, and this is going to work out pretty good for us, I think. So, let's get to work. Guys, this is going to be the Johns Manville AP foil faced 1-inch foam board. I believe this is the R6 or something like that. I don't know. It's supposed to have a good R value, and that means good insulation.
We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out. So for today, I'm gonna be using some squares. We got some squares. We got some levels. I have a duck knife up here that I use for my AC work. Knife sharpener. We have some nice air conditioning tape that's good for outdoors and stuff like that. And I don't know what we'll do for the bottom. We'll either use some timber that we already have, or some boards, or some rocks, or something. Let's go ahead and start measuring things out, guys. All right, guys, since I am still using my crutches to gimp around, Lissa's gonna be my runner. And what we're gonna say, since these boards are 8 foot long, we're gonna go ahead and run them 8 foot, and we're gonna make a mark, and then we're gonna mark up our boards and get to cutting. And we're just gonna use one straight line, right? We've agreed to that?
Right.
So why don't you show them on the camper where we're gonna be lining up. Is that so? Tell us how you really feel, Odin. Okay then.
So we're gonna start here, right?
Yeah, we're gonna use this as a line,
Yeah.
this strip all the way down the camper as a straight guideline.
And while we're standing here, we keep getting questions about what happened to this, right? And why the screen-in room isn't on anymore. Well, 4th of July.
Yep.
There was a freak hailstorm.
Man, that came out of nowhere.
Yep, and it messed this pole up, which is why we can't put the room up. So.
Yep.
To answer a lot of those questions. Moving on.
All right. All right, what's going to be our first measurement?
.7.
We're gonna go ahead and go to the 8 foot mark, get another measurement, and start cutting some board. Inches. All right, 31. All right, baby, this is what I want you to do. Oh, I want my leg not to hurt. I want you to pull your measurement from the bottom up the edge and mark it at 2'7" where it was on that tape measure. Square. Where's your mark? flat. All right, and keep that edge flat. And now you can trace your mark. You know what I'm saying? Just pull it down a little bit. Down. There we go. All right. So now we can go down here to the 8-foot mark, and I forgot what it was already. I think it was 31 inches. I can go down here and we'll mark or measure 32 inches, and then we'll make a line going all the way across, and then we'll cut it. All right, 31 inches up, and then make a mark. I think we got a guest pulling up on a four-wheeler. Hello! I was looking for my square.
Well, what is going on down here?
Oh, cutting a little insulation.
A little insulation.
I would just like to say that you are an exquisite helper, my queen. Even though I'm gimping around and barking orders, you're doing great. And I know, guys, I know, this is probably not how you would have done it. But this is how we're doing it. And so far, we're rolling. Everything still shuts down nicely. Everything is going to be watertight. I think we're going to do a pretty good job. About to cut this next piece. Okay guys, this next piece, we're gonna cut it 38.5. We'll fit it in the little hole, and then we'll cut our height. $38.5. Get it to the other side, please. See it? 38.5. You can push that clip on the tape measure, it'll hold it. At the edge of it. At the bottom of it. Close enough. Line this up. Right there. Where's your hand? Watch out for the tape measure. Lip. put your hand on the right side of the line. Pick it up. Nope. Down. Make it hold. Hold. Nope. Put the flat blade down. Yeah. There we go. And now we need our height, and then we will cut it to match, and then we'll tape it up. Get back to it. Let's speed it up. Slide it in like a quarter in a washing machine. Push it on, go down there and tell me where the corner is. Alright guys, we are coming around the mountain, coming around the corner. We have decided to leave that little space open for now. That is where we drain our gray and black water, so whenever we want to hook up our gray, like this is our gray water, on this side it has a gray water for our sink over there, so we just let the gray water release. So we got to figure out what to do going across that way and going across the front. But I think it's gonna wrap it up for tonight, guys. I can't take too much more. Lyssa went to go to the bus stop to pick up the kids because they have to now drive across the creek instead of walking. Winter has snuck up on us, guys. It has snuck up on us. We'll catch you back in the morning. See you later. Welcome back, guys. I know it's been a few weeks since we started insulating the camper, but guess what? We're getting right back to it. We're gonna pick up right where we left off. Let's go ahead and start pulling measurements for around back. We're gonna start cutting board. All right, guys, this is where we left off. I cut a little piece and just stuck it up there because that was what's left over. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it, put a piece of tape. From here, we're gonna wrap around this corner. I suspect it's probably going to take 2 pieces or so. I'm not going to go to the outside here. Well, why not? I've been going around the outside all the way around. I'm going to continue to go. I was thinking about just going ahead and getting underneath it and doing it from underneath. That way I didn't have to tape anything else up there, but you know what? I've already been running along the outside. Let's keep on going outside. Alright guys, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of these scrap pieces. I have some scrap pieces from cutting on the front, and since this is going to be on the back side anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut as much scrap material as I can. I'm going to try to save some of this new board for the shelves, and well, I think we can do it. So what I'm going to be doing here, since we need 27-inch pieces, I'm just going to cut some 27-inch high, and then we'll just add up to however much we need. We need a total of 12 foot 8 inches. Right now, what I'm going to do is go ahead and start squaring up some pieces. They're a little bit of off square, so I'm going to go ahead and try to square some pieces up. One side is 22.5, one side's 23, so I'm going to make them both 22.5. Actually, I'm going to make them both 22 to keep it an even number. I've already sharpened the knife up a couple times. We're ready to go. It ain't got to be perfect, guys. I do want to be pretty close. Nice, 22, 22. So I know we're gonna be 22, so now I can cut it 27 inches. All right, piece number 1. I went ahead and numbered it, and so I don't forget which one it is. Yep, so this is going to be scrap pile. Nice, pretty much 19 inches wide all the way across. We got another piece to cut at 27. Number 2. Number 3 is going to be a small piece. We got a couple more scrap pieces, guys. Oh, I didn't even see this little guy. Check this little guy out. Off you go. Off you go. I guess since it's the same size all the way down, I don't need the marker anymore. I'm just gonna copy and paste. Try to keep the factory edges next to each other. Okay, that's pretty much it for cutting. There is one more piece that's going to be left on the back side, but I want to go ahead and tape everything up, get it tight so I can cut a piece that fits nice and snug. We're almost done with the back end, guys. Let's go tape some stuff together. Well, that was interesting. I didn't anticipate the kick out to be so hard around the wheel well right here, and I had to put up some blocks like you guys seen. Let me show you right here. As you can see, we got it all taped down, but I did run out of my silver tape, my HVAC tape, so I switched over to the white Gorilla tape, duct tape type style. We do have it all the way down this end. I went ahead and threw a little bit of tape on that end right here to turn the corner. I do still need to seal that side right there, and I'm just going to basically just put a big wound of tape around all that right there. But right here where the wheel well was, it kicked out pretty hard, so I just threw some cinder blocks up there, keep it nice and tight. We're going to go ahead and measure out this last piece for the corner right here, and then I'll do the same thing as I did on the other side. This piece will be just one solid piece right here on the side right there. And then we'll have probably one whole piece and then a cut piece for the end. So 2 more sections there. And then I am going to get creative on how I do this side right here. I may actually run a piece on the back side of this block. I'm not sure. Or maybe just in front of the block. We'll figure that out at the end. 11 3/4 or a foot. Keep it rolling. 27 inches still high, 1 more foot wide, and we'll finish off this backside. Little 30 piece. Maybe a 30 by 34. I still have one more nice piece of scrap right there to use for that last 27 by 12. And then I'll go ahead and open up this new board right here and bust me off a piece 30 by 34. This piece is pretty busted up. I hope I can get this last piece because this is garbage. This is that very first broken piece from when I got that board. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the 27 off. Cut this foam just like Doug board. All right, let's pull our 1 foot measurements and go ahead and cut this. There it is. So here's my last 27-inch piece for the back side. Now I'm gonna cut that 30 by 34. But first, let's double check that measurement. I don't want to mess up a whole piece of board. All right, I've double checked the measurement. It is indeed 30 by 34. Let's go ahead and cut it out. All right, we're gonna go ahead and bust this piece first. There we go. We got our 30. We're gonna go ahead and mark our 34, and that'll be that. Almost dumped you guys. All right, let's go put these last two in place, and then we can measure out the last final stretch for the third side. That's a whole bunch of numbers. The last piece for the final piece, the next piece to get to the third side. We're not even done yet. All right, we got this last piece right here pretty much in place. There we go. This piece went in pretty good, nice and easy. Probably gonna go ahead and measure this last little bit and cut it out, and we'll tape it all up at the end. Not gonna do much measuring without a tape measure. Almost 8 foot, guys. Almost 8 foot.
I love you.
I love you. 30 inches. "30 inches by 8 foot. I've been wanting to get that out. That was a wasp nest that's been in there. And the gas part of my water heater has not been working properly, so we've been using the electric. This is a dual water heater, gas and electric, and I'd really like to get back to using the propane water heater part of it so that I don't have to use the generator when I want to run the water heater. I'm sure it's got to be something simple. I'll figure it out. You hear it? Okay. Well, tell me about it, Odin. What is it, Odin boy? What is it? Oh, you guys fell on your face again. Did the dog scare you? You guys get scared by the... Did you guys get scared by the dogs? Let me pick you back up there one time. Odin, do you hear it? Do you hear it? Oh! All right, 30 by 8 foot. Probably want to use my marker for this one. Let's do it! Not a bad fit, guys, not a bad fit. We got a little bit right there in the front. Just a little piece. And really, I think that might be it, because I'm thinking that next piece is gonna run along the front right here, and I might just make it match up. This might be the last piece for on the side, and then I might figure out to do something else for the front. I might even leave the front open for now, or make just a couple of pieces to go ahead and block off and not seal it all the way up, because I want to put a little bit of rock down right there. Check this out. This is a little bit of a low spot on the ground right here, because we have it built up so nice. The water runs and kind of puddles up right here on the ground. You can see it's a little wet right here. So I want to get a little bit more rock in there. Put a little shale right there, and then throw a little bit of that 3/4 clean. So this front spot is probably going to stay open for now, and I am going to go ahead and finish taping this stuff up, and then we're probably going to wrap the video up, guys. I'm pretty sure I'm going to run out of tape. Might just get some tape to hold everything in place, and then I'll have to come back and finish it up. All right, as you can see, we'll start from the front. Here's our front door right here. So this is the very front. We started, got a nice big solid piece all the way to the stairs. The stairs are still open. We got a solid piece that comes all the way down, guys. We got it coming all the way down. Here's our little scrap pile. That's a nice big leftover piece. We got it all the way down here at the bottom, all the way through across the back. Is tied in very nicely. Tied in all the way around the side. We left the outlet and also where the electrical goes right there open. I will put a nice little piece in there just to block it off when the time needs to be. Closed up, another patch job right there. And of course I got to get all the garbage up. That goes without saying. All the way down, and we ran out of tape. Then obviously we still got the middle right here, or this front rather, that's left open, and we'll get that. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I still have to go get the kids from the bus stop, and the creek is back, and I got to take this call. It's the milkman, guys. I love you guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Keep on following your dreams. You know we're going to keep following ours. And remember, if you can dream it, you can drift it. Bye.